Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Saturday, December 4th. I almost said December 3rd. December 4th. Every day is Saturday, especially on Saturdays. Hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. A couple of quick announcements. First and foremost, to all of you that listen to my videos on my podcast, yes, podcast One Rental at a Time, we just crossed 2 million listens. Folks, if you don't know, my podcast is made up of videos right here from YouTube. So if you'd rather listen, they are available on a podcast platform. They are about a week late as my team grabs them from the weekend and loads them next week. But that is available for you. Thank you for listening. It is amazing to see that we had over 110,000 listens in 7 days. So thank you all for that. Next up, we got to congratulate someone else who is doing the work. This is a special story, folks. This is one of my experts, Ty. If you don't know Ty, Ty and his wife just had a little baby boy named Jordan. And what does Ty do? Ty goes out and gets a rental property for Jordan. So Jordan, you are days old and you already own a rental property. I am proud of you. Ty and your wife, congratulations. Hope all is doing well. Ty, remember your wife did all the hard work, so make sure you take care of her. And again, Jordan, congratulations. Your card will go out in the mail today. I look forward to your selfie. Maybe ask your dad to hold the phone because you probably can't hold the phone yet, but your dad will take care of it. So thank you for that. If you know Ty, leave a comment below, send him a text congratulating him. He let that slide by. He didn't tell me that was coming, so I got to give him a hard time for that. If you haven't been paying attention to the crypto world, wow, I can't believe people still invest in crypto on margin. What the heck are you people doing? In 24 hours, $2.4 billion went poof. Folks, if you are in margin in a crypto market and it has a nasty sell-off like it did in the last 12 hours, you're going to get what you deserve. If you are gambling, if you are trading, I've been trying to highlight my experience from 20 years ago to hopefully save some of you. It sounds like it is not working, but I am going to keep trying. So it actually is 2.25 billion. So I exaggerated. 2.25 billion, not 2.5. But yeah, $2.25 billion gone. Yesterday at about 7 o'clock Pacific, or maybe at 6 o'clock Pacific, you had your money. By 6 a.m., you don't have your money. So lots of people who thought they had hundreds of thousands of dollars in an account will wake up this morning and see it is all gone. 600 million in positions in Bitcoin. And for all of you trading Dogecoin, that useless coin that has no use cases, no development team, billions of coins coming out every seemingly week or month, $25 million in Dogecoin went poof overnight. I hope you are not investing on margin. If you want to own this stuff, own this stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Man, terrible. Next up, Cathie Wood. I actually went back and verified that I did this. I did a Cathie Wood ARK investment video about 6 months ago. You can look it up on my channel. Just type in Cathie Wood. Basically highlighting that her investment strategy was going to run amok. That Cathie Wood's 5-year horizon could prove correct, but a lot of her investors would get washed out because it is not a straight line between today and 5 years from now, no matter how hard Cathie Wood wants to say it's going to be and technology is going to leverage the world and do all of these great things, blah, 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 blah. That's not how the stock market works. We have cycles where it's risk on, risk off. And if you invested in ARK or Cathie Wood's stocks, you are feeling the pain. And again, I brought this up 6 months ago. All the videos are here. You can look it up. And yep, right again. Just for example, Zoom stock down 16.5%, Etsy down 20, DoorDash down 16, Roku down 13, and I hope none of you are invested in DocuSign. Ouch, 42%. Most of those companies right there don't make any money. They lose money. When we go risk off, multiples crash. It doesn't matter what your growth rate is. You could be growing 100% a year, but you're losing $5. You're still losing $5. Yeah. So next week, what do we got? Do we have more pain ahead? Do we have anybody watching this channel that's like, I'm buying the dip 8 a.m., 7:30 a.m., whatever it is, Monday morning? Anybody buy the dip Friday afternoon? You got some stones if you did that. As for earnings next week, we have some that could be a tell. Starts off hot and heavy with software, a particular part of the market that is getting hammered. We have MongoDB and Copa software. Again, this will kind of lead the way. Do we have more Salesforce.coms on our hand where they have weak expectations, or is something else happening? Tuesday, we have Toll Brothers, high-end homes. For me, I want to hear about the supply chain, because right now Toll Brothers timelines have to be increasing. Windows, 8 to 30 weeks. Even if you're Toll Brothers, that's got to be a problem. So it'll be interesting to hear about the supply chain. I want to hear about Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix has been one of these, it's really a clothing company, but has a technology side. They missed 2 quarters ago. I think they missed bad. Last quarter, they exceeded. So it would be interesting to see. Then we have a security software company, SentinelOne. Again, I don't know anything about their technology, but if there is a last bastion of hope in the software space, it has to be security. So it'll be interesting to see if SentinelOne comes out and says, hey, everything's good over here, or they come out and say, wow, we are feeling the same pain as, for example, Salesforce.com. Wednesday, Campbell Soup. It will be interesting to hear about Campbell Soup. Are people afraid again? Is the media making a big deal of 30 cases and making mom and dad stay home? Or have we had enough and it should be like 9/11 and take this nonsense off our TV? Campbell Soup could be a discussion for that. Restoration Hardware. This is a company for me that is a sign of the K-shaped recovery. I personally believe in the K-shaped recovery as it sits today, 2 years later, the top end of the K is done spending. They've bought the second home. They've moved if they want to. I think the top end of the K is very nervous about what's coming. The bottom end of the K getting destroyed by inflation. Absolutely destroyed. I do not think this bodes well for RH. Who knows? Not financial advice. I'm looking at it from a real estate angle. And Restoration Hardware will be interesting. And not so much the last quarter, but what are they saying going forward? And then the king of all meme stocks, GameStop, comes out. Is GameStop ever going to have a plan, a new business plan, or are they just going to keep selling stock into waves of retail buyers in Reddits and Wall Street bets and all that stuff? Seems like they've had a new executive team for 6 months, and I haven't seen a plan, so we'll see. Thursday, we've got Costco. Again, I think big kind of discount retailers are winning today. Costco is one of them. Chewy, obviously a fan of pets and online. So we'll see what's going on with all of us adopting pets the last couple of years. And then Lululemon comes out. Is the high end still interested, or have we gone to Levi's instead of exercise gear? Lululemon could indicate that, because again, Levi's earnings, what, 3 weeks ago? We're pretty solid, so it'll be interesting. And then Friday. Friday is going to be the big day of the week. We have CPI coming out once again. Last month it was 6.2%. It is expected to be 6.2% again. I want to play over under with you right now. Let's call it 6.2. Do you want the over or the under? You know where I'm going. I'm going the over. I'm going to go 6.4. So I'm taking the over. We'll see what you guys want. We got somebody already for the under. Under's not a bad guess, right? Oil, gas, heating, not so bad. Maybe it really could, but I'm taking the over. And actually, if you really want to have some fun and you're taking the over with me, let's pick a number. Let's pick a number. 6 point, 7 point. I don't think it goes any higher than that. Yeah, I'm going to go 6.4. So let me know what you think. Comments below. Let's have some fun with it. Friday is the big day. Not only do we have CPI, we have consumer sentiment. Consumer sentiment is an important one because we're going to start to see in the numbers what the impact of inflation is. We probably won't see the impact of this new strain just yet. It came on too late, right? It wasn't in the data when they were doing it. But I believe we're going to see inflation really hit consumer sentiment this month, and it's going to disappoint. Again, remember, consumers are those fickle beings that they say one thing and sometimes they do the other. I would tell you again, Q4 is going to be gangbusters retail sales, and we're going to suffer next year, but we're in it. Enjoy it. But yeah, I think consumer sentiment is going to be bad. I think inflation is going to be hot. Friday is a big, big day. Others are now expecting what I expect in holiday sales. They are saying that the expectation is holiday sales will be up 11.5%. I agree with that. More people buying early, and those darn retailers, there are no discounts to be had. Yeah, not advertising, record profits, lots of sales, what's on the shelf. If it's not nailed down, they'll sell it. It's going to be very, very interesting. Looks like Powell and Yellen are finally admitting that when you spend $2.2 trillion, it actually might impact inflation. Some of this stuff is, if it wasn't so sad, it would be laughable. Folks, when you spend $2.2 trillion and you're not making anything, you're just adding more currency or dollars. Inflation is the only outcome. Very, very shocking. Inflation is proving to be very sticky. Inflation becomes a problem, becomes permanent when consumers change behavior. Inflation is transitory when people go, it's a blip. They don't change behavior. Inflation has been racing higher for quarters, not months, not weeks, quarters now, and we have quarters to go. Inflation becomes a problem at the bottom first, and it is an epidemic or a huge problem or whatever the fancy vocabulary word is. It's nasty. It is now impacting the middle class. The middle class is now having to down select. It takes a lot to fill up a car. It takes a lot to feed a family. It takes a lot to rent, a lot to this, a lot to that. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon. I don't feel good saying that, but that is where we are. It is, again, I would move Christmas to July. I think next July we're going to see significant discounts at retailers and all of those things. It is going to be interesting. And then finally, FHFA put out a report of the top 100 metros in the country. Thank you. This was actually shared in my private Facebook group. Thank you for sharing it. Again, folks, remember last year this time, people were calling for a real estate crash. A real estate crash. Some were calling for upwards of 40%. We battled them. We told them this, that, the other. Didn't listen. The 100th. So we're going to do the top 5 and the bottom 5. And again, the report's out there. Just type in FHFA top 100 markets. You will get the report. If you're in my group, it's there. It was posted yesterday afternoon. So again, the number 1, the slowest growing market, 9.9%. Doesn't feel like a crash to me. That was Philadelphia. Philadelphia came in at 9.9%. Number 99, Washington, D.C., 10.5%. Of the top 100 markets, only one was under 10%, and that was Philly at 9.9. These people that scared you, caused you to do nothing, Fear sells and you got. Do the work. Do the math. It's all there. So again, Washington, D.C., 10.5. Number 98, Baltimore at 11.1. 97, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's just a fun word to say. Baton Rouge, 11.7. And number 96, Chicago, 12.1%. Now let's go to the top 5. We will go from the bottoms up or 5 up. Stockton, California. I hope all of you own some stuff in Stockton. 28.8%. Folks, if you owned a $200,000 house in Stockton, California, you made 50 grand. Not a bad day. Actually, you made more than that. You almost made 60 grand. Phoenix. Woo! Smoking Phoenix. 28.9%. Austin, Texas. For all of you people investing in Texas, I hope you are in Austin. 33.8%. 33.8%. Fort Myers, Florida. That was kind of fun. Fort Myers. I don't know. Is that how they say it? I have no idea. Fort Myers, Florida, 34.7%. And the big boy of the year, you probably can guess. I had an economist from this city or state on the channel talking about what is going on in the economy. Boise, 37.3%. Just because I had the list of top 100, I wanted to look at 2 others. I wanted to look at San Francisco. I think San Francisco is in big trouble. I think the local government has allowed that city to become a cesspool, and it is getting worse, not better. San Francisco still came in. It still came in. It still came in at 20.2%. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. That's the other one. San Francisco came in at 12.8%. 12.8% in a city that is falling apart. And then number 29, Fresno, California. For those that watch the channel, you know why Fresno is important. 20.2%. Yes, if you happen to own, say, I don't know, 10 million bucks in real estate in Fresno and it went up 20%, that's not a bad day. I'm just saying. As for other cities like Las Vegas and the like, you can get the report yourself. I wasn't going to sit here and read all 100. If you're in my private Facebook group, you can pull up the post that was posted yesterday. But yeah, pretty amazing stuff. Again, focus, buy box, daily discipline, do the work, cash flow day 1, 30-year debt. This is a simple process. Some people overcomplicate it. Some people want to be lulled in. Some people just want others to suffer, right? Oh, 40% crash. I can't wait to, Mike Zuber loses his butt. I don't know, whatever. But in the end, folks, we will be going live in about 12 minutes. Your questions, my answers. I hope you appreciate this. Remember the goal of the channel. We are going to help 1 million people. This is my life's mission, to help 1 million people close on their first or next deal. Yes, I'm spending money. I'm investing in this stuff because I want you to get on the property ladder. I'm hoping you get to 4. That's the goal. This is everything I'm trying to do. So, Jeffrey, we're pulling for you. Have a wonderful day, man. I hope all is well. Keep getting better, man. Keep getting better. So, folks, again, remember, 1 million people, but I can't do it alone. I need your help. Share these videos. Ask them to join the lives. Have some fun. Ask questions. Get engaged. Buy the book. Instagram, LinkedIn, website, all that great stuff. Have some fun this weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.